How is everything going over there? What are you up to?
Um, Things are going great. As great as it can be, I guess. But just sticking to the plan, training every day, rolling with camp, and getting prepared for this fight. Who knows
So,
what will happen?
well, that's what I was going to ask. It's fair to say we are expecting to see you in action in 20 days?
Yeah, that's the plan, and that's what I'm on track for right now as far as camp goes. So I'm preparing like the fight's on, training harder than ever, smarter than ever, and getting ready for Martin. But we'll see what happens as far as the entire situation goes, and obviously we're dealing with a few things as far as you know the state that I'm here in the U.S. is pretty high rates, getting a lot of attention. Obviously, Singapore is the opposite. They were doing so well. Their rates were so low, but I know they are obviously a little concerned with visitors coming in, borders, things like that. So, situation's still up in the air. Still waiting to hear from one to see how the situation is going to go and what we need to do. But as far as my side of things, it's business as usual. It's a little bit of a tough situation as far, I guess, logistically, from both sides of the situation here. Martin's side of things, my side of things, and obviously one championship. So um, I have just been trying to keep my eyes on the prize, spend my time in the gym. You see a ton of memes and posts about people being bored and quarantine life. Honestly, my situation really hasn't changed much. I wake up, go to the gym for a few hours, eat in between, get a little bit of rest, play some Call of Duty, get back in the gym for a few hours, and then come home, go to bed, and do it all again. That's how camp is. That's how my life is. It's not super interesting and exciting, but I love it, and not much has changed. So we'll see how it plays out. The good thing is my routine, my focus hasn't really changed much. So I'm as sharp as I've ever been, as ready as I've ever been. So whether we fight tomorrow in a bathroom with nobody watching, or we fight uh, 6 months from now in an arena packed fuller than it's ever been, I'm ready to go and I'm ready to take this belt.
So, this must be, I mean, more kind of on edge for you than anybody because this may be the biggest fight of your career, a world title. A lot of people have wanted this Martin Nguyen fight. You know, Gary Tonin has been after it, right, on social media. But you're new as well to one championship comparatively, but you've made such a good impression since you arrived. You've got some incredible finishes as well. So how did the fight come about? How did were you surprised? Were you pleased? Did you expect it when it was signed?
Obviously, very pleased. I said this in a ton of interviews. Like, I didn't care if the fight came tomorrow or next year. I want to fight the best guys in the division. I know Martin wants the same. I know Gary wants the same. So really, that's why we do this sport, is to prove that we're the best and to fight the best guys. We just happen to have a really good stable of guys in this division with this organization. So it's a lot of fun, and it's so easy to wake up in the morning and spend hours and hours and hours in the gym because you've got these guys waiting, drooling at the chance to either get the title, take the title, beat you down, go to the title, whatever the situation is. That's what they're trying to do, and I'm doing the same, right? So I think it's really cool, really important, really motivating. But I was, I try not to play into any kind of hype, whether it's mine or the stars or the champs or anything like that. So I try to look at it for what it is. I think a big difference between what I've done in the short amount of time that I've been with one is the level of competition. Not only, I've had 3 fights with them, 3 finishes, but those finishes coming on the level of opponent that I've faced. That's not something that's been done recently with any of the other contenders in that division. So we've got some guys that are coming up that are super skilled, high profile guys that get a lot of attention and can really argue for a title shot because of who they are. And I think that's the way things work sometimes. And it just happened to go my way. And I think one saw the level of competition that they put me up against. My first fight was against Yusuf Sajilayev, and he's a bantamweight contender. He's a monster on the ground. He's an excellent fighter. He'll probably be fighting for a title soon, I'm sure. Next was Boku, who was the champ for a while, and then Ryogo, who they brought in from Shudo world champ. A lot of hype behind him. Brought him in for some great fights, and those finishes came well and came quick. And these guys were guys that, in my opinion, they brought in to either fight for the title or get up there quickly and put on a good show and bring some attraction to the promotion. So I think it's played out well, but really the level of competition, I think, is what separates me.